And so I got invited to Birmingham to go to this convention called Star Fury. And I had a lovely time and met not just wonderful fans, but also friends. I mean, Felicia Day and I became friends there. Miracle Lori and I became friends there. But I realized, and also we got to this, it was really funny because there was a campaign going on for Chuck at the time. I think it was like the end of the second season or something. And there was a big fan campaign to like save the show. Subway was one of our main sponsors, and even like product placement tie-ins, we had it on the show all the time. I liked it. It was a really good product placement in that we just leaned into it. It was so like winking to the audience. How about that foot long? As opposed to like trying to make it subtle and like as if it's a part of natural dialogue in a show to talk about any product for that matter.
Right.
And we don't get paid for the commercial anyway. But it was really fun because there was a Subway literally around the corner. The campaign was happening like right then that weekend because the finale was airing. And somebody told me there was a Subway around the corner. And I was like, and Adam and I, we had already done one panel.
Adam Baldwin.
Thank you. Very good. Who was the illustrious Casey on Chuck. We had already done one panel. And it wasn't that small, that big of a convention. So like everybody who was at the convention who wanted to go to the panel basically already saw the panel. And we had one other panel. And I said, well, what if we just like, instead of doing the panel, what if we just invited everybody to go to Starbucks or to Subway. And I did. I just said, hey, so the footlong finale is going on right now. We've already talked about all the things we can talk about. Who wants to go get a sandwich? And I marched everyone.
How many people marched with you to Subway? 100?
Maybe about that. And
100? They all went and stood in line?
The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, all the way from the convention center, all the way. And it was close. I mean, it wasn't like, far, far, far away, but we had to like walk across this like, I don't know, business center kind of area.
You were
sidewalks.
Rocky, essentially.
Bro, we rockied all the way up those steps. And then we had by the way, the poor people at Subway we tried to give them a heads up, but they were still not prepared for the amount of people that they were about to get hit with. And so because it was moving as slowly as it was, I was like, yo, let me get back there. So I started making sandwiches with the sandwich artists, by the way. I became a sandwich artist for a day.
Wow.
I know. But anyway, so I say all that to say it was a really memorable and lovely time. I'm so glad that I did it. But one of the things that dawned on me in that weekend was I don't really have a lot to talk about. I don't have a resume. I don't have a career in this particular world, sci-fi genre, fantasy, nerd culture, whatever, to sit at a table. Not that I wasn't worthy. Anybody's worthy of going and sitting at that table if you've been invited or whatever and you want to go sit there. But to me, I felt like I want to go build a bit more of this stuff so that they'll come back. So when people come to the table, they have multiple things that they might have enjoyed of mine. And it